Hey collectors, it's Anthony from HNE, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Legacy Wreck and Rule Collection Prime Universe Bulkhead. And of course, this is basically the same Bulkhead that came out in the regular Legacy line, except he has camo colors and a Wrecker's emblem. But before we look at the figure, let's take a look at the box. And the box is, it's a nice picture of Bulkhead on here. If you had all these boxes, you put it together, you created a statue. Here's the images back here. Unlike the first Bulkhead in the Legacy line, this one comes with a hammer, so I appreciate that. And let's take a look quickly inside the box. And you see, it has a cardboard insert, it has paper ties, and of course it has instructions and the don't hurt yourself papers. So remember, don't hurt yourself. So Bulkhead has this, I just had the same weapons as before. The difference here is this hammer, and it's a very short stem, but it's fine. It's it's a bludgeon weapon. This is Bulkhead's MO right here. He also comes with this mace. If I can get it off his hand, it actually goes into the peg on the bottom of his hand, and then you close the top. There we go, as you see, like this. So it's just simple little joint in there, and then of course the gun on the top here just mounts to a little peg hole. Looks like 2 or 3 millimeter. This is made of clear plastic. And then of course there is the riot shield / canvas top for his vehicle mode. So it's the same thing as before. It has a little peg here, so you can mount it on his arm or hold it in his hand. Either way, it's all good. And just take a look at him. You can see he has the Wrecker's, I guess, emblem on the front here. Those windows look dirty. But I mean, other than the deco, basically just on the front of him, he looks exactly the same as the other Bulkhead. Even got like nice blue eyes. Yeah. So transformation on this guy isn't too complicated. The only part is getting his legs into place. Well, you know what? That's right. These were gray, I think, in the other figure. Anyway, getting his legs into place. Because you have to peg in 2 separate pieces to get it all together, and you have to crunch him a little bit. But I mean, other than that, he's fine. So, how do I want to start this? Let's do this. And then there's this peg here. I'm going to move this forward just to get it out of the way. So, unpeg the sides here. And then one of them is really tight. I don't know if you heard that. Put his head down. Let's see if I can get. There we go. Head. I want to say head on. It's not head on. Anyway, rotate the shoulders. So there's these panels here. You need them down so you can do this, because you need to pull this piece up, which covers up the hole where his head used to be. And then once you get them down, you got to reposition his arms, because what you're going to do is attach them in the front here, because they need to collapse into the cab. There you go. Fold his arms up about as tightly as you can, and then they just slide in here, and their front end's done. I don't know. I feel weird. Like it doesn't flush here. It bothers me a little bit. No, I mean, not so much that it's a big problem. It just annoys me a little bit. Okay. So this ends up being the bed, and what you end up having to do is shift this entire waist piece. There you go. It unpegs, and then these pegs go into the... oops. Maybe I should put it in place. There you go. Under this piece here. So we're going to basically be bending this into that, but we also have to fold the legs. Now, before we do that, we're going to do a couple of things. First off, just fold up his toe or his heels, and we're going to pull a panel out of here. This is a gas tank, because this will connect basically the second point of connection for the bed to the back of the truck to keep him in vehicle mode. But it might be easier to put these together before we start pushing the legs in. I honestly don't know, but you want to make sure before you do that, not do what I just did, and make sure these are independently aside. Yeah, everything is so tight. Okay, So you see, you end up kind of like with this mesh here, and I did it totally wrong. So there is a peg on the inside here and a slot in the leg. If you've lined everything up correctly, they'll peg in. And then when you go to push this all together, there are additional holes here and here for these. And it'll connect here and there if you do it correctly. There. I had it for a minute there. It's being a little bit of a jerk. Okay, and as you see, that piece I moved in the beginning is now kind of just out of the way. And there we go. He's nice and bulky, as he is. Weapon storage. So, I kind of do this because it's going to be useful in a different function. I'm trying to find the right pod. Well, here, let's do this first. This one, there we go. Did I? Yeah, it popped out more than just that. Oh, I popped out the whole... Wow, it's being a jerk today. Okay, anyway. This piece, there is... Okay, there it is. I want this to go here. On the plus side, adding them kind of adds some stabilization, so that's pretty good. I do this just because to get it out of the way. And then, of course, you can attach the top peg here on here to here, and then close this guy up. There's a slot in the bed there on both sides, and everything was pegged in correctly. There you go. It looks a little crooked still. Oh, because this one popped out. There you go. So that's what he looks like, and rolls really nice. So yeah, it's pretty good. Now, the one thing I wanted to add was if you got all the vehicles in the set, you get this hammer here, which is pretty nifty, although mine is crooked. They just noticed that. It just isn't the best platform, but yeah, so that was what you end up with. Although, shouldn't this be the front? But, you know, that's the way the hammer is shaped on the bottom, so whatever. But otherwise, brilliant.
With that said, tell me in the comments your thoughts on these items. Did you get them? And how was your experience with them? Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.